What are some of the business skills you need to grow as an entrepreneur? So last year I did reach more than 1 million euros in my business. So now I created a tier list of skills that I think are important, in my opinion, to kind of reach that number. This is for 0 to 1 million. Probably from 0 to 10K, it was way different. Most of these things I didn't even need, just basically sales offers, that's it. But now let me give you the tier list. So here is a big list of skills. So let's start with the least important skills, okay? Which is the tier of D. So least important skills, in my opinion, from 0 to 1 million is branding, and it is administration. And administration, I mean making sure everything is running smoothly, happening. Why do I say branding? Because in the beginning, in my own experience, I had very, very shitty website. There was basically no information, and I was just using one funnel, and 70% of my clients never checked my website. So there you go, nobody checked you. And I had zero content. I didn't make content in the beginning. Now I make a lot of content, and I try to make a lot of content to do this branding stuff. But in the beginning, not important in my opinion. So let's go to tier number C. That is accounting. It is important, more important than admin or branding in the beginning, because you want to make sure you have understanding of your numbers, understanding about a little bit about legal, but also not super important. All of these things, accounting per se, would need to be outsourced. Why the heck do you need it? Because you can outsource it for 50 to 100 euros or dollars per month, and why shouldn't you do it? So it's simple, right? Let's go higher, a little bit higher. So next skills would be hiring, in my opinion. Not super crucial, but it is, from my understanding now, when I want to go from 1 million to 10 million, now from my mentors, from my friends who are doing way more, like 8-figure, 9-figure entrepreneurs, they are emphasizing that hiring is way more important. But this again is from 0 to 1 million a year. So hiring would be in the tier of the B. Let's go to tier A, and then let's go to the most important. So second most important skill list would be marketing. And marketing, I mean understanding how to make your stuff known. And I love this phrasing from Hormozy. It's basically saying marketing is letting people know about your stuff, right? So how do you let people know about your stuff? It can be organic, paid, and most likely it's gonna be paid marketing, because that has the most leverage and is the fastest thing to do. But not saying other strategies won't work. They can work, but it's a little bit more difficult, I would say, or takes longer time to execute. And also, what I have noticed, so let's say you're looking at paid ads and organic traffic. So both of them have a likeliness of working, and both of them have high likeliness of working. But what you need to understand is, what is the effort needed for that to work? And in my opinion, the effort needed for paid ads to work, it is less than the effort needed for organic to work. Because with paid, you make your stuff, what you have made, visible to the ideal prospect, basically by paying it. With organic, you're creating stuff that might spike the interest of your target customer, and that needs to work with the algorithm, so it makes it more viral, because otherwise it's just gonna show to the audience you have, which in most cases, if you're at the point of making zero money or maybe 10K a month, you have a very, very small audience. Let's say you have 2,000 followers or maybe even less. And only a segment of those people will see it. The thing you create needs to be so good that it's gonna spread. But you need to understand, for organic, there's so much content being created that the chances of that happening are super slim. That's why the chances of the effort needed here in the paid ads, it's way less to make it work than here. And again, last point is, you need to go deep in either one, and I would pick one to make it really work in your case. So in the beginning of my career, I went really deep on marketing, on paid ads specifically. I went really deep. I bought I think 7-8 courses on it, deep in it, and also doing it. also, like myself. Now I have a paid ad manager because we're like our record month in spending ad spend is 36K a month, which is okay. I understand it's not like the biggest number, but we want to spend like 100, 200K per month. And then I would think that's like not the highest, but like very, very high level, right? 36 a month is still, it's still high, and it's way above average, right? So it's also comes from time, experience, and doing it, okay? Next skill, not the most important skill list, but next skill is product development. Again, from 1 to 10 million, very important. From 0 to 1 million, not so important. Your product shouldn't be shit, but again, it can still not be world class. It can still have a lot of issues, but you will still be able to hit 7 figures, multiple 6 figures, still with not so great of a product. But still, it shouldn't be bad, but it's just, you need to understand what is more important right now at this particular stage for you to grow and expand. And also, if you're starting out, I really like this phrase, if you did a shitty job, just give back the money, no problem. And also, a cool thing I learned just recently, not recently, but I learned this, is again, you can imagine it like this. So you're like basically a bank. A customer pays you, you're a bank. You can deposit the money from the bank into your account after the promise or after the service is completed. And if you cannot complete the service, or if you cannot like do it, what you said you're gonna do, if it's like a done for you or something like that, then you just do a partial refund or a full refund, and then just forget about it and just move forward. And that's okay. And that's okay. Really, that's okay. In the beginning, I was just basically doing the same thing. Next skill is client success. Why do I say product development and client success? Many of you are maybe developing a product, let's say a service, and then your client success is you have people who are working with the clients and helping the clients be successful. Maybe it's yourself as well, but that's also the next skill. How do we communicate with the clients? How do we speak with them? How do we provide value? How do we show what we did? How do we show them that the thing that they bought is actually producing them value? How do we show them that? And how do we show them the wins? Because what I have also noticed, like, I think that's a huge win from customers, that if they never had set specific targets for themselves, right? That's a very simple example. But I believe that's a win if the person has never done it, right? I believe it's a win. Maybe they don't. But if my managers can make them see that it's a win, that the client's gonna be, oh, like, nice. I'm like stepping in the right direction. I have a win. I'm doing the thing. It's like amazing, right? So that's next. The most important 3 skills, I'm gonna reveal them all and then I'm gonna kind of tie them together, are these 3. Sales, offer, and communication. Sales, offer, communication. Sales and communication, very, very tied together. And offer is basically what you're selling, what you are promoting, what are you promising. So the better you can make your promise, the better you can make the thing that you're actually promoting, the messaging you're saying, what you're saying, it's gonna be the more likely are you to have success. Making out, if all other things are equal, right? Because let's say you're a very, very shitty entrepreneur, very shitty at sales, but you have like this gajillion offer, like this crazy thing where you're like, I'm gonna make your business 5 times more money in 10 days. You're not gonna do anything. But you are a very shitty entrepreneur where you can't communicate, can't have a team, can't sell, can't take payments, you're super nervous. Doesn't matter if you have the greatest offer in the world, you're still gonna be probably shitty and you're probably still gonna not make money, right? But if all other things are equal, offer is a very huge mover of the needles. And a bad case of an offer is as this. So I'll just help you be more healthier. Very bad. Or I will help you to lose upwards of 5 kilos per week with my detox plan. Oh, or the detox method. Oh, interesting, right? It's something more tangible. The promise is stronger. The promise is bigger. It's going to appeal more to more people, and it's going to make people come more to you, which is going to be great, okay? So, and communication, what I have seen, it's not just like, this is the skill I think ties into sales, where you need to understand that you communicating with people in a way that you can communicate your ideas, the beliefs, the frameworks that they need to have in order to actually A, buy your services, and B, get results from the services, and C, actually kind of like follow through, which is very important, right? It's communication and it's sales and it's how you do it together, right? How you make your ideas into their minds and they feel it's their ideas. Because people are gonna be more likely to do their own ideas than if somebody basically tells them to. Because most likely they don't have a super high authority how they look at you. At least in my eyes, it was the same thing. Because when I was starting out, I had like 36 sales calls when I got my first customer. And those were like in-person meetings, not just like online. So in person, because nobody trusted me. Nobody knows who the heck I am. I have no track record, no examples. And like a guy says he can do something, but how can you know, right? How can you know? So, and what I would do if I see all of these like tier lists here, what I would do if I was starting out, I would focus from S to A to B to C and prioritize them in this way. So your main job should be learning sales. Then your main job should be learning how to make a good offer. Like what is a good offer? How to make a good promise and looking at what people are actually looking to solve. Like what are other people promoting? So your offer is a little bit different, you know? Again, new, different, unique is better than better. Again, new, different, unique, it is better than just better. Basically, I'm gonna do it a little bit more. So if somebody says, I'm gonna get you 10 clients, if you say 15, it's better. But if you say, I'm gonna get you clients with this newest spider web system, which you have never seen, it's new. Again, it's gonna be better in terms of that. And then I would basically, when I prioritize these things, I would go about like kind of structuring the education you're consuming in a way that you're like prioritizing the S and A skills to have more, right? More of those. And the B, C, D, just like general understanding, not getting deep into it, because of course you need accounting to just set it up. Again, spend three hours, find an accountant, pay them money, let them do it. Don't think about it. And maybe ask them to have once a month a meeting so they can explain how it works for you, because most likely they will be fine by doing that. So hope this was interesting, different type of video. So stay sharp and I see you in the next one.
Hey, yo, 808 Vibes, what's up?